Hello, my desktop publishing students. This is assignment number 25, CD Mania. And the first thing, and I've opened it up and saved it in my folder, and I assume that you will do the same. And the first step, it's asked us to rename sheet 2. So I want to go to sheet 2 and rename it and call it quarter 1 sales chart. Quarter 1 sales charts, and I want a capital C here. Alright, so I'm on quarter 1 sales charts. Now I'm going to go get the quarter 1 sales sheet. I'm going to click on this chart and say move chart, and we want to move it to an object in, and we want to choose the quarter 1 sales charts. So make sure you read that correctly. Quarter 1 sales charts. Alright, and there it is on here. Okay, and then it tells us to go to the quarter 2 sales, and it says move the chart, and again we want to move it to an object in, and we want to move it to the quarter 1 sales charts. Alright, so say OK, and now we have 2 charts on this sheet. Okay, so that piece is good. Alright, click in the spreadsheet here, go Control S to save so you don't miss anything there. Now it asks you to set an appropriate font color and fill for each one of the chart titles. Alright, so here quarter 1, and so I'm going to select this, and they've gone in the blue, so I will stay with my blue tone here, and they asked you to do fill and font color. So I got font color, so fill it with something lighter. Maybe we'll go with that. And let's make it about size 24. No, I think about size 20 will be good. Alright, click off, and there you have filled it with a color and changed the font color. Now, do you notice that the amounts here are overlapping? We have 2 choices. We can make this larger, and we also can make the plot area a little bit larger. And now the numbers are not. Another thing we could have done with the numbers was go here, right click, go to Format Axis, and we want to, hold on here, we want to rotate, so custom angle, so we're going to go here and put them on an angle so they fit in better. So whichever way you want to do that, you can, and if we wanted to make those fill them with blue, we could, and the same thing here, we could fill it with blue, just so we've color coordinated it. Okay, now we were supposed to do the same thing on the, we're supposed to do the same thing on this chart, so select it. I made size 20 on the last one, so I'm going to be consistent and go with size 20. And we'll stay with the blue here, but maybe just so there's something different, I'll put a green fill, because there's green in the other one, so maybe I'll use this fill, or no, this green maybe. Okay, so now there I have a different green, so you can see there is a difference in the 2 charts. I mean, obviously one's a bar and the other's a pie. Okay, that's good there. And now it said add color fills to the chart area and the plot area both. Alright, so we got to go to Format Chart Area, Fill, Solid Fill. That's too dark. I'm going to go with something lighter. There we go. And now the plot area here, the same thing. I will go to Solid Fill and choose maybe the light blue. Okay, so there you can see the chart area versus the plot area. And then the same thing here. It said go to Solid Fill. So actually that blue is okay. I'll use that. And then we want to go to the plot area. Remember, we have to read plot area, and you can see the rectangle. And we will go to a Solid Fill here and maybe choose this one. No, that's not enough of a difference. Oh, hold on here. Maybe this. Yeah, not quite right, but there, we'll go with that. Okay, so we've done what that says for us to do. Now it says adjust the scale used on the value axis in the quarter one sales chart. Set the minimum. Okay, so we want to the value axis here. All right, and we said the minimum right now is set at 68,000. So we're supposed to change that to 50,000. So put in 50. And the maximum is supposed to be 80. Okay, so this is supposed to be 80. So put in 80. I got one too many zeros. All right, so now, once again, I'm going to move this chart because we've got room here, and I'm going to make this chart a little bit bigger, just so that our numbers don't. And now note that your maximum is 80 and our minimum is 50. All right, and then we can make this one approximately the same size as the other one so that you've got them both there. All right, so that's good. And then add data labels to both charts. And it said add percentage to the pie chart. Okay, so let's go to the pie chart here. We want to go to design. We want to add chart element, data labels. And I'm going to say that we should use best fit. So let's go to best fit. And now it said to us, it said that we should use a fill for the data labels. So let's go to fill, put in a solid fill. And actually that works pretty good right there. But I think the size should be larger. So instead of 10, we're going to go to 12. Okay. And you can see now I'm going to move this title over here so that it doesn't bother. And then here, if we wanted to put this out a little, but our background color is not the best because that's closer there. So I'm going to click off here, choose the data labels again, and I'm going to choose a different color. All right, now you can see all of your data labels. All right, so we'll click off there. And I want to make this chart a little bit bigger because it just to flow in with the same size as the other one. Okay. All right, and then add data labels to both charts. Okay, so here, I want to go here. I want to go to design, and I want to say add data labels. And this time, okay, center to the bar chart. So we want to go center, okay, and we want to put a background fill on those. So we want to go to solid fill, and that one's all right, but I think we'll put a more green one in here. There, that's maybe better. All right, and once again, I'm going to size these up to at least 12 so that you can read them. Now, we don't need the legend here, so we're going to delete that, okay? And I'm still a little bit like to have, and then I'm going to go here and size this down a bit and bring it up here. Okay. And hold on here. I think this needs to be wider. Yes, because I've got to be able to see all. So we'll maybe come out here to about I, and then we can come out here. All right, that's as big as I can go, and I may have to angle this a little bit more so that here, if I go a little bit more, then there's more room for the numbers to come down. Also, we've got 2 decimal places here. They're all zeros. We don't need to have that. So therefore, we'll go to number, and we will say accounting, format, and we want 0 decimal places. All right, and that will give us the extra space and room that we need on this chart. All right, so now click on the spreadsheet, save that, just to make sure we haven't missed anything there. And fill the data labels, use the appropriate font size and colors. We did that. All right, it says rename sheet 3. Okay, so it says go to sheet 3, and it says name it average sales chart. All right, and you've done that, so that's good. All right, so now it says apply formatting as desired. And on the chart, include data labels and a gradient fill to the data series. Okay, so here, first of all, let's click on our series and let's go to fill. We want a gradient fill, and again, you can choose a preset one here, something that stays in our color tones, and we can have linear or you can have rectangular, whatever it is that you want to have on there. All right, the other thing that we want to add is drop lines. So we want to go to design, we want to go to add chart element, and we want to go to lines and choose drop lines so that you can read the points for January, February, March, April, May, and June. And we should have a title. We have a title. Let's make it the same as all our other ones. So we're going to go with home, and you're going to make it size 20. And the font color will go with blue, and we'll fill it with the green, and that's fine. Now green fill is maybe too heavy, so I'm going to say that maybe we go about here. Oh, I think that's better. Okay, average sales January to June. We've got the drop lines in, and you can see, and again here there's 2 decimal places, but they're all zeros, so no need for that. So therefore we'll go over here, we'll go to number and choose accounting and 0 decimal places. All right, and again it just allows you more room for the plot area. All right, that's good. So now click on your spreadsheet, we'll save that, and of course now sheet 1 has this data on it. Now we weren't asked to do anything with this chart, so that's fine. Quarter 1, we were to move these two, and then the average sales chart, we were to work on this one. Okay, so everything's good. All right, so now if we click on each chart sheet that we have, and we go to File, Print, and now let's go to page, let's get the right printer, and let's go to page setup. And we've got 4 pages. So first of all, we want to go to header, footer, custom header, and put in your name. And shift home and make it about size 20. And we want to use a different font. So choose a font that you like, something different. Okay, and put a color on it. And I'm going to go with the blue, that we're going with that theme, and say OK. Here we want to have the date and time. Here we want to have the sheet name, and then we want to have page spacebar of spacebar pages. And then we want to go to the custom footer. You want the path and file name. Don't put any pictures in this one because we've got 3 pages, so we won't do that. Your page will go with landscape. Sheet, we will go with grid lines, row, column, headings. All right, say OK. And now let's go and take a look. We're on page 2. That bottom got cut off. And OK, so I think what we should do is go back and put on portrait. Go back here, put on portrait, and now say OK. All right, OK, so it's the first page. Let's go back here. Okay, there's the first page, and then the second page. That one fits all right. Third page we've got to fix. Okay, so we're going to go back here, and now take off your grouping, ungroup the sheets. Okay, here I'm right on the line, so I got to cut back here so that I'm inside the line. This one all fit on fine, and sheet 1 here, I only got one part, so I'm not sure here. Okay, I've only got 30 seconds left here, so we're going to have to do a second video here. But anyways, when you went to File and you went to Print, all right, we only saw this part, 16 to 22. All right, I want to be able to go back and explain that to you, so I'm going to stop here, and then we'll continue on from where we left off. So click on your spreadsheet, go Control S to save, and we'll stop there.